An idea occurred to me on how to make even the most repugnant of fanservice-y games acceptable to the SJW. And the way to do it, it doesn't involve changing anything in the game. Maybe adding a little bit of extra flavor text or some setting or whatever, but that's about it. It doesn't really going to go and influence anything, and the idea behind it is this here. By just changing a few words around or adding a few words and just being careful on how you describe stuff, you can get one of the most fanservice games I can think of, Dead or Alive Extreme 3, to go and pass with flying colors and in full support of the SJW and feminists. And I'll tell you how. All you have to do is be careful with your wording. For example, the Dead or Alive Extreme game, which is fan service the game, that can be fixed by simply going and saying, well, you know what? The game doesn't go and target straight males. It targets lesbians. Now, with that said, it's already going to get the green light, just from that. But for a little extra fun, go and give some flavor text to one of the characters and say, well, you know what? This character, they were originally a guy and they went and transitioned to being a woman. Now, it doesn't have to be a previously existing character. We can go and make one up, make it look as feminine as you want, and just go and put that little bit of flavor text in there. And for those who are thinking of poison, well, don't worry because so am I. The point though is, do this and you've already checkmarked transgendered off your list. Step 3 is you can probably add a custom character to the game. In fact, you can swap out main characters with your custom characters as much as you want. You can make them as diverse as your heart's content. So just play around with the settings a little bit, and boom, you got race checkmarked as well. And so here it is, you got this straight white male game that is now the most diverse thing there ever was. And for most of you out there who are probably rolling your eyes at this, saying this is the dumbest thing you've ever went and heard, keep in mind, we're talking about social justice warriors. Does anyone in here seriously expect an SJW to display any sign of intelligence? And the sad thing of it is, even if all this stuff was checkmarked, yeah, they'd still complain because, The Walking Dead, really diverse, got nice diverse characters, blacks, gays, whatever. But you know what? The women in there don't have body hair. And the men don't have stringly beards. And that's completely unrealistic. So, apparently now, here it is, the SJWs are complaining about body hair, or the lack thereof, in the Walking Dead series, since they've went and missed everything else. So, if the SJWs continue to complain anyway, don't worry, it's just proof that these people completely hate gays, they hate women, and they go and hate transgendered people. Just go and say that this is a diverse game, and by you bringing the small stuff up, you are completely overriding the value of these people, and so you're reducing them to less than whatever minor complaint you got left. Oh no, the controls are too complex, or some crap like that. I don't know. And yes, the controls being complex is actually a woman's issue. But then again, keep in mind, poverty is a woman's issue, global warming is a woman's issue, and so are icebergs because they are sexist towards women, and you get the idea.